Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put it.
What is up, guys? Good evening here from UTLR Live Studios. I am your man, Alex Farrell, UTLR Storm, on the mic here this evening. We are excited to get everything underway here. Uh, Apologies for the NASCAR banners on the side. This is actually the F2 series, so let me change that. I did not plan on going live on the pre-race. So welcome on in, guys. We're excited to have y'all. We have two awesome guys in the booth with me tonight to run F2 as always. Y'all are used to them. SP, LRS, I believe SP is busy doing pre stuff in the Discord. So, Luke, how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good, Alex. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Excited for a exciting night of racing action here from Italy. I just had some pizza earlier, so that's always a good sign.
Oh yeah, pizza's always good, especially when you're in Italy. Uh, yeah, some pasta too.
Ooh, man, can't go wrong with pasta. Always the fan favorites. Had to have a little bit of something before the race tonight. I was like, you know what, Italy, I gotta have some pizza. I didn't even think of pasta, man. The pizza pasta. Uh, but nah, it's gonna be a great
Don't
race
forget
tonight.
that salad.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know. Maybe a salad. I'm not much of a salad eater myself, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Cry about it.
Oh,
Uh, nah, it's gonna be a great one. I've not been here for a while, guys. As y'all can see, I've actually enjoyed myself having a little bit of break, and I'm excited to be back for UTLR for F2. So, Luke, tell me a little bit about the track. What's the track looking like tonight? What are we expecting?
yeah, we're not gonna know if we're gonna see any rain tonight in the sprint or the main feature race, but I will tell you, Alex, turn one's gonna be Calamity Corner. It is one of the hardest turns in the game, especially being turn one. Everybody, you're gonna have about 15 cars tonight, all barreling towards the corner, and it's a
Uh oh.
chicane.
Uh oh.
Um,
Uh
there's
oh.
rain in the feature race.
You'll say, uh oh.
All right, well, let's go into the race, shall we? That's enough of pre-race. Let's get into it. All right, so here we
So,
are live at the
Alex,
track.
I do want to give you a little update, Alex. The feature race is going to start on rain, and it literally says the rain's going to clear up in 5 minutes.
Interesting.
So that's going to be interesting.
All right, so as
Luke,
we
have you
see, so as we
Luke.
see people getting going and qualifying, SP, I heard from the FIA that there was some quali bands handed out.
Yeah, so what happened was that Eddie decided to be a dumbass and he got a quality ban. And Go Dogs was even bigger dumbass and he got himself a quality ban as well. So there are the two quality bans right now, and that's about it right now. Now, I don't understand something, guys, and I need a little help understanding. But oh, there's Eddie. I was gonna say what I do not understand is why would you go out right now, waste your tires, especially those coming out on wet tires. You know it's gonna, well, it says it's gonna rain, but knowing it's gonna rain, I mean, why would you risk coming out wasting your sets of rain tires? As Heathen's already DNF from the session. He's hard into the wall right there.
Lovely.
Yep, Heathen cooked, guys. He's cooking.
Ovo, Yeti, and Toby are all out there. Toby's out there on softs. Ovo and Yeti are out there on wet. And I agree with SP. Why would you go out there on wets when you probably are going to need them in the feature race?
Yeah, honestly, I have to back y'all up. I really don't know. That's a really good question. We'll have to wait and see how that cycles out. On board with Yeti right now, who's on one of the guys on wet tires. I think he then figured out that wets are not the way to go right now.
Uh-oh.
Or he tried to cook with wet tires, knowing it's not going to work.
I totally forgot to invite Tyler. Oops.
He's going to be running late anyway. He said he may miss the sprint. But my
Oh, okay.
Deep right
If he
left.
if he misses the sprint, he will not be able to race. Um,
So SP, when we look at the weather for the feature race, I'm not wrong when I say it says it's going to start rainy and then immediately go to sunny, right?
yeah, I don't know about that. Italy's got some weird weather, I guess.
well, Italy is surrounded by pretty much a body of water, so it's pretty much the size of like Florida in a sense. It's skinny and narrow, so literally a storm can pass through in about 5 minutes and be back to sunny skies.
Oh, yeah.
Ethan said his wife was the one who crashed his car. His wife came out. He then went to the bathroom. His wife took control of the car and crashed.
That's awesome.
So LRS, you're new to these cars. You're racing for the first time in F2. How do you feel? You haven't really touched an open wheel car either in a very, very long time.
Oh yeah, well, I am a stock car racer, but as you know, SP, as Alex knows, and most of our viewers, my best tracks in a stock car are road courses. So, I'm very excited to try this out. I'm honestly, my strategy is to not qualify really well, be in the back. I just want to capitalize on people's mistakes tonight, and I don't want to be the one that causes problems, especially because I'm only doing a one-off to get you guys into the cars for the broadcast.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy, honestly, for a first timer like yourself. Getting a feel of the car, seeing how everything's going to operate, really good option there.
And the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
So, Alex, we look at the leaderboard. Toby has set the fastest lap. He is the only one to run on soft tires. He was 3 seconds clear of Ovo, who ran on wets, which obviously is a pretty good time for Toby right there. I mean, I know people are running 130s, but for a first lap out there, that's not that bad.
No, because there's no grip out there right now. So trying to lay that grip down, trying to get that tire hot and get up and going up to temperature, not a bad lap at all by Toby. So obviously we all know it's not going to hold. He'll probably be about mid-pack by the time this is all said and done. But without a doubt, with him being the first one out there with zero grip, not a bad lap.
Yeah, and I hope SP made Go Dogs aware that he does have a qualifying ban, because he's out there setting a lap.
Yeah.
Well, someone better stop him.
You're in the one in the Discord, or maybe not.
Okay. I will go see if he's in Discord.
Go Dogs is in the Discord. He has half a lap left.
Yeah, he's going to park that machine as he isn't in that qualifying band with Deport. It's funny because we were actually talking before the race with him, and he was talking about how he did have the qualifying ban. So, in a matter of like 10 minutes or so, he completely forgot. Yeah, he is slowing the pace now. Yeah, Go Dog's underneath that qualifying ban, so he will not be able to qualify. Everybody else just kind of sitting still. Why is it?
Yeah, so Go Dogs will set a lap. He will cross the line, and the lap will be set, but it's going to be a bad lap anyway, and it'll more than likely be last.
No, it did not even register him a lap.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it actually took his lap away, so. So, Alex, the championship is as close as it's been all season, with INF getting disqualified and then missing a race. Clater leads the championship by 2.
Yeah, that's going to be a highlight that we probably discuss here throughout tonight. Excited to see what happens with INF returning tonight. William and Yeti are within striking distance. If you look at it, Clean back in 5th has kind of some ground to make up, being 30 points back, but we talked about how these F2 cars are so balanced. Well, it may not look like it, but with the downfall of INF, it has opened the gap to be within striking distance across the top four, with William right there, Yeti, and Clater at 9F. But way to go, Clater, on getting that lead.
Yeah, and speaking of clean, we're just waiting on him to get back into the lobby as well as Deport.
Clean?
Yeah, is Clean even
Who?
racing?
Clean's not racing, no. Tyler is, though. Clean's not.
Okay. So SP,
So,
we have people. Nobody was on track, which is actually kind of a first in some time, with nobody even out for their outlap. Why is that?
Well, people know the rain. There is a chance of rain. They don't want to use their stuff up. I'll tell you that. So, I'm one of them. I'm just gonna chill. Not gonna put a lap down. Yeah. And
So is the rain supposed to hit before, like during qualifying, or?
the feature race, the beginning of the feature race.
So how do you think that affects the car for qualifying, as far as going now or going later, with no chance of rain in the quali?
tell you what, people, whatever tires you have left over in qualifying, you're able to use those in the race. Those will be your race set tires, your backups. If people go and use their wet tires right now, or use whatever stuff they have right now, they will not be able to use, well, they'll be able to use it in the race, of course, but it's going to be really worn out stuff, and that's going to affect them in the long run. So that's why you don't see really anyone going out right now. They're just saving their stuff, conserving it. That's why you usually see people always sprint out at the end of the race, or qualifying, I should say, to use up all their stuff. They do not want to waste any of their stuff. They don't want to waste any of it. They want to sit in pit road, not touch it, and then when it's only about 8 minutes left in the session, you'll start to see people start to flow out of pit road just to make sure.
Here comes somebody out.
Yeti.
Yeti making his run.
As a teammate. Oh, man.
Now, I do want to come on to the broadcast just to say that the UTLR family, UTLR Live, extends our prayers and thoughts to the Dallenbach family. NTT IndyCar Series just announced that Wally Dallenbach, the racing safety engineer for IndyCar, has passed away. He was a 5-time winner in the IndyCar Series, and UTLR extends our gratitude, and we mourn his death. Alex, you could probably expand on that a little bit.
I actually don't know much about IndyCar, so honestly, I can't.
Wasn't Wally Dallenbach a NASCAR person, too?
I don't recall that
Yeah,
name.
he was. He did some stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It does say
Did some commentating.
Oh, did you do commentating?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wally Dallenbach did commentating, I want to say, and he did a little racing way back in the day. I want to say. I don't know if I'm right or not, but I think he did. Apparently, Luke, I sent you in the chat. That's what's supposed to be the 400 car throwbacks this year.
That would actually be kind of cool.
The Jeff Gordon one and Terry Labonte, those two are confirmed.
And the junior one.
The junior one? Oh, and the junior one, yeah.
That's on
So
Chase
now-
Elliott.
Yeah, so they're just waiting for the Jimmy Johnson throwback,
For
it seems like
Bowman.
he's going to run. That'll be an interesting car if he runs that. That'd be kind of interesting.
I just feel like when they do throwbacks, they should just allow them to run the number in the middle.
They really should.
If they choose to.
Yeah, like, have him at least a choice. Okay, so we see Yeti. He went out on softs and he did not even complete a lap. So, SP, what do you think the strategy is behind that? You go out there, put an out lap, and you don't even complete the full lap.
What?
Yeti.
Well, I'm coming out, so.
So Yeti going
All right,
in,
let's watch Luke.
Yeti going out, and not even setting a full lap, but getting a feel of the car.
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit feel of the car. Here comes Eddie with the quali ban out on track.
Yeah,
He's definitely
somebody.
just gonna crash the car.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has lost a tire. Damn. All right, so Luke's out on track. He's finally coming out.
So we're gonna do a little lap around here.
So Yeti I got a message from him before you say that. Yeti said there's not enough rubber on track. He came to test out the rubber, so that's what he just said.
Interesting call. I like that. And I like the realism of this game. I cannot extend that so much. I hope that iRacing makes something out of this with what their realism is, because it's so awesome. But it's good to know that drivers are not going out right now because there is no grip. There's no rubber. I mean, right now, Toby is set a time of 1:35.906, and Ovo has set a time of 1:38.895. That's the only two guys.
Yeah, I'm watching Luke right now. He's about as fast as me. I think he's a little slower, a little faster, depending on certain sections and sectors you look at. Luke's gonna be someone to keep an eye on. Probably the biggest oddball so far this week so far. I really don't know what to expect from Luke. He has not touched an open wheel car in quite some time. This is his first ever league race with an open wheel car in about a year. So Luke's going to be someone to watch. He could surprise some people, maybe turn some heads, but we'll see what he does. Here he comes in the last corner. He's going to start his lap. Alex, what are you expecting from him?
You know, he's got that road course ability already stacked up on the stock car side. So the transfer shouldn't be too bad with him putting some laps down before qualifying started. So he has some practice to put in. I expect him to do fairly well here this evening. He's going to be trying to navigate this road course because he's probably not used to the road course very much at this style. So getting some feels for himself, but by the time the feature comes around, expect him to be pushing it. I don't think he'll push a lot in the sprint.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Luke's been doing really good. Purple sector 1 for Luke, by the way. So 2 cars have gone, but he does have a purple sector. Very good laps so far from Luke. Just got to keep pushing it.
Luke is kind of like the I gotta say, we just may see Luke be the SVG of Formula 2.
Bro said SVG. You might be right, Alex. You know what?
I mean,
There's definitely a possibility in that.
he's got the road course experience, and shockingly, SVG did too. And he's coming out here one off. He purple sector 3 coming to the line, and he could be a threat. So
Yeah. Luke is 4th in the speed trap, which does not make sense since only 2 cars put a lap down. We'll see what Luke can do here. I think Luke's looking really good. See what he can do. Got off that corner really good. It's definitely going to be P1, but I don't know how long it will last. He's going to have enough time to do another lap if he chooses to. Goes up by 3 seconds over the next guy on wet tire or soft tires. So not a good, not a bad job for Luke. So we'll see what he can do here. He did okay in sector 1. I think the first sector one was a touch better. He does here, but yeah, Alex definitely paying off right now, as you see. He ran that purple sector 1 and 2 and 3. He's on the top of the board. And you can do maybe 2 laps if you do not run out of fuel. And this track's small enough, you can definitely do 2 laps. So we'll see what he can put down here. Maybe he can do another lap.
well, and also another cool thing about this track is there's not many corners. Oh, and he just invalidated.
And I was a second up.
But like I was saying, like there's not that many corners to really navigate. There's a couple little tricky spots, but this track is one of those tracks where there's a lot of straightaways or a lot of speed. So this one is more of a speed track than it is technicalities. Like it's got its technical spots, but it's not bad.
Yeah, for sure. Luke, the only one on track right now. So
We've seen him come in this lap, unfortunately, with that invalidated lap time.
I think these tires could survive 3 laps from what I've seen from watching. I think they could survive 3 laps.
What about that field, though?
According to Yeti, you just put down a lot of rubber for everyone, so you should start to see some people go out now.
Yeah, because he actually put down 2 laps worth, where I believe LRS or Toby and Ovo did not. So they did 1 and done.
And no one out yet. Just realized we have 14 people who just joined because we have 14 people in our lobby now.
Tyler?
Is Tyler in here? He's not in here.
Well, then I don't know.
Ovo, Heathen Dogs, INF, Yeti, Eddie. Oh, probably Eddie. Is Tyler need an invite? He on.
Not sure yet.
Look like.
I need to figure out how to
Oh, he is on.
take fuel out of the car.
Oh, that's I am Tyler. That's not Tyler. That's
Oh,
Must be, I need to take fuel out of the car.
It's saying
go to
it's a
settings?
INF. INF is
Oh.
the one that joined in.
oh. Go to settings. Go to select and customize, and you
Uh,
go to. Oh, you might not. You might not be able to do it because it's on preset.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe going out. Maybe I'm away
I'm
a
gonna
little
go back
longer.
out.
Dave's
Yeah,
out
so-
right now on an outlap on wet tires for some reason.
And so we're down to 11 minutes left. Only 3 guys have put down lap times. We're getting word from inside the garage area that there is rubber down on the track from the help of Luke. So he'll be he
mean,
put
you
some
can
rubber
see
down.
it.
He's gonna go back. He's gonna go back out on track again. There he is right there. And also, like we just mentioned, Days is out there for his first time. We'll see if he completes the actual lap or not, because he's actually on wet tires.
Now, Alex, like we've mentioned all season, the fun part about these cars is they have no ERS or energy reduction system, which means, you know, you're racing on pure pace. There's no real advantage. It's just who's faster is going to be faster, and that's it.
Yeah, and I like that a lot. I mean, that's kind of why we chose to do F2 versus F1. We wanted to see equality across the series. We wanted to bring drivers from the stock car side who've never raced before in an F1 car, F2 car, much less an open wheel. And we've done that. And these guys have actually performed semi-decently.
Yeah, you love to see stuff like that, especially guys come to a different series and perform. The
Does
number
it-
one driver I could think of is Clater.
Yeah, Claire has definitely shown his hand in these open wheel cars. Two guys that I didn't think would actually stick around, and they have, is like Go Dogs and Toby. See them stick around in an open wheel car. That was very interesting. At one point we had Ducky here, who's not able to race anymore, unfortunately. Dusty Stud was over here, and he's just got...
Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Go Dogs around in the same spot where Eddie went around. What
Oh,
is he doing? Oh, he got a quality ban. He's trying to DNF the car.
not probably.
That's what he's gonna do. DNF's right in front of Luke. That'd be funny. Oh, there he is, right there in front of Luke. All right, Alex. I think it's time I go out and have a little fun.
Oh, also, a new thing here this week is the transfer of an adminship from HD to Yeti. We want to congratulate Yeti on the step up into the adminship team. So, thank you, Yeti, for everything that you have helped us with so far in the season. Put out your opinions. Definitely has helped out. You see, Days put down a lap. He is now third quickest on the charts at 1:36.974.
Yeah, I set a purple middle sector there on these 3-lap-old softs, so...
And here comes a lot of people. SP went out, and that took a lot of people out with him. He took Yeti. Here comes SP. Here comes William now. Pace is picking up with just a little under 8 minutes left here in quali. And LRS just went fastest again. It's very slightly faster. Yeti getting that rubber down. So is SP. Those are actually teammates on car lines. So that's why Yeti went out. He saw SP go out. Here comes William now. HD coming out.
Oh,
Well, SP, I think you just pretty much handed the reins off to everybody, my man.
Yeah, we're gonna see what
You-
happens here. I
You
don't-
brought the entire field pretty much with you.
yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I know my time's not gonna really stand at the top, but I've held it for a while, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
Eddie wants to, I'm gonna tell you
And
what,
here comes
Yeti's gonna be
Chug.
on pole. He's getting the toe.
Chug is now out. The only two that are still in the pits is INF and Clater. They have not set a time yet.
How much time is left?
6.5 minutes.
Yeah, for some reason, Alex, we can't edit the fuel hold, so... Oh, God. I'm just gonna park this right over here.
It's
I'm gonna run out of fuel.
See HD and Chug on track as well. Ovo has come back out to try again on soft tires this time. I think he set his time on a wet tire last time. Now we see SP, William, HD, Yeti all on a hot lap. On board with William right now. Earlier in practice, he was showing a time. He was putting times down about 130, 131s. Let's see what he can do.
I'm out of gas. I've never had to do this before. Gotta get out of people's way.
Luke actually getting people out of people's way. That's a first.
Listen, that is not a first. I do that all the time.
You're the one always in the lead.
Listen, I don't know who's coming up behind me.
And there goes William with a
William?
131.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lap.
I didn't even try on my one lap. I heard a 133.
SP to P3. HD and Chug coming around now. Here comes HD around the final corner. And HD to P3 with a 132.703 bumping SP down to P4.
I'm kind of liking my lap. Hold on.
Here comes Chug around. And Chug goes to P4, dropping SP down to P5 with a 133.306. So right now we only have 3 guys who have not put a lap down yet that are able to qualify. So right now it's William and Luke on the front row. HD going around again.
I got wrecked
And
by
William-
my teammate.
William has retired the car,
Yay.
so William is done. Yeti still has yet to put a lap down. INF coming out now. He is starting his hot lap. Yeti pulling it into the pits without completing a time. Interesting move by him. Clater now on a hot lap. So yeah, guys, it comes down to INF, Clater, and Yeti. With just a little over 2.5 minutes remaining. SP, what kind of decision was that made by Yeti by coming into the pits after going out now twice and putting that rubber down on the tires and not even completing a lap yet?
Well, if you missed it, Yeti was wrestling me. I was trying to let him go. He wanted my toe, so he wanted to be behind me, which was not smart for Yeti because he knows I'm slower. And in the last corner, he tried to go around me on the outside, and I tried to give him room. And we pretty much got together, and Yeti and me both spun, so we both ruined our laps. So I'm going out real quick to do one more lap. That's kind of what happened
Later
there.
to the top.
He got into me. I didn't mean to wreck or anything. Just unfortunately, Yeti made a bad choice, let me in front. So, I got one more lap in me.
We'll see what old Carline has up their sleeves then. Yeti has come as or not Yeti. Clater has topped the board, so now that bumps William off of the P1 with a 0.2 of a second time better than William, who's already retired the car with a 31.475. And here comes Yeti now out on his outlap. LRS out again.
There's a bunch of cars out of gas, so they're all just trying to get out of the racing line. HD's not going to get another lap, neither is Chug.
Yeah, HD has invalidated his lap time. INF coming around for his hot lap again. Seeing if he can improve. So Yeti is the only car who has not yet pit. HD has retired the car, so has Chug.
Here we go, the last shot.
I don't know if Yeti is going to make it to the line again.
Yeah, I'm watching that. 2.5 minutes have clicked by very quickly. Yeti has invalidated his lap time.
He is on a warm-up lap trying to cut maybe to try to beat the time, but he has 20 seconds. He'll be close. He might be able to make it.
It's definitely going to be close here. Coming around the final corner. He makes it with 3 seconds left. Yeah, so INF made it across, and Yeti made it across. See, LRS did.
Yeah, I'd be happy starting anywhere, really, where I am, Alex. I mean, right now I'm in the top 5, so.
Yeah, not a bad starting spot if that does hold against Yeti.
Well, I'm up
Because pretty
about
much you'll still be starting.
a second on my lap.
That actually is
How
really
much,
helpful.
SP?
About 1 second.
32.5. Oh, I don't know if that'll be good for SP. If he's up a second, he'll run at 32.5. He'll only go up to 7th. Here he comes.
32.5, yeah, 7th. SP able to jump one
Ah,
spot.
Yeti.
Yeti
I
rounds the final
out-qualified
corner.
SP in my first start.
I got wrecked by Yeti. I could not do anything. I am sorry.
Here comes
comes
Yeti
Yeti.
across the line. And
Fourth.
Yeti gets 4th. Great job by the team of Carline, led by Mr. Yeti himself. So there is your lineup
SP.
here.
Yeah, Alex, nice qualifying session by everybody.
Yeah, we knew it was going to get hectic right there at the end. So it definitely did with people out of gas, pulling off to the side, giving people room. So,
Yeah, the front row for the sprint is Ovo and Chug, by the way.
yeah, SP's got a great starting spot when it comes to the sprint there.
Yeah, I'm going to be right behind him. We're going to be on, I think, the inside lane, which is where you want to be.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm a little
Alex,
upset.
For the championship, too, by the way, that's important that Clater got pole. He adds 2 points to the championship and now goes up by 4 on INF.
Yeah, that's very important. I'm glad you actually caught that. I forgot about that. So, yeah, very important because when it's that tight, 2 points is everything.
All right, Luke, predictions. Alex, predictions. Who you think's going to win the sprint?
Luke, I'll let you
Clater
go first.
from 10th. From 10th, I got Clater.
You know what? I've got to go. I think William is going to do something and get it done.
I like
I like
Yeti.
that pick.
I like
Well, I
Yeti
like that as well.
starting P6, P7 ish. He's very good here. This is his best track. One of his best tracks. Starting 6, I think he can do it.
Now, one name that you did not see there as we get lights out here was Tyler Compton. I will make the sprint.
The lights were on very, very quickly. SP got a great start. He's already going for the lead.
SP to the outside or to the inside. Great launch. Oh, and damage already by LRS
I got hit
himself.
from behind. Yeah.
3 wide,
They're
4
already-
wide.
And HD took the lead out of all of that.
Yeah, I got lagged into by HD.
Oh god.
And he took the lead from it, so, I mean, shout out to him. Oh, crash in the back. Somebody's around. Days.
Yeah, days around in that hairpin. INF up to 3rd, Yeti up to 4th. INF Tractor just passed SP for the 2nd position. Now it's HD and INF to the top. See Yeti trying to make the move on his teammate of SP. Carline pass does work. Yeti to P3. So Yeti already up 4 spots, and so is INF up 4 spots already here on lap number 1. See, first and second kind of
Oh.
spaced out right now.
I think Godogs just spun. Somebody got spun behind me.
That was been Chug.
Yeah, and he's out of the session.
Chug out early here in the sprint. He'll have to see what he can do in the feature event. Go Dog is also around. And here comes Days out behind him.
Got to reach out to Ovo after the sprint. Apologize to him. I got bumped from behind, and it kind of almost spun him out.
Yeah, what a wild start there it was. And because of that, Ovo's down now 6 spots since the start of this. Shout out to Clater. Clater is up 4 off the start. Looking pretty good. HD now 2 laps in and has set the fastest lap on both. These guys looking very good right now. Only thing they gotta worry about right now is just they know that rain is coming in the feature event. SP currently sitting in P4. His teammate Yeti in front of him. He's got a hard charging William right behind him though. Good little battle right here actually between SP William and Clater. and see what William can do. I believe DRS is enabled at this point. And here comes Clater
It
trying.
sure is.
Yep, Clater tried to make the move on William. There's not very many passing opportunities. It's the only kicker. Still a great battle between these three drivers right here. SP trying to pull away. He knows that back behind him. And you see SP breaking the draft right there. But it's going to lose him the spot. William goes past him, but overshoots it just a hair. Contact between them. 3 wide for position.
Oh God, this is not good. Maybe they can battle it. I don't want to do that. That's all done.
William and Clater now out ahead after taking 3 wide with SP. Now what does Clater do to William? See Yeti up to P3.
I hope there's a good track next.
I hate to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm kind of cooking right now. I'm missing half my front wing.
And P7.
Oh, all the way back to 11th on the start.
Definitely making your way back up.
Oh, well, that's going to be a warning. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not good.
SP, you don't like the track?
I hate this track with a passion.
Yeah, LRS is able to
I
catch
like-
up to SP just about.
I like it in F1 cars. I hate it in F2 cars. This
Chug
Battle going
reaching
on in
out,
front of SP.
saying that he was sorry in the
Oh.
first corner. He braked way late. He just can't get a handle of the game right now.
Alex got a big battle for P4. We got 3
Ooh.
cars bump drafting.
Yeah, it's the same 3. SP right here with him.
With them battling, I'm closing in a lot.
No, just on me you're closing in on.
Okay.
Because I'm stuck.
Are you right with them?
Yeah.
It's
open. It's opened up just a little since they stopped battling.
I don't even think there's been any time penalties yet.
No, there has not. So,
Yeah,
so
very
far,
nice
so
from the
good.
guys. Yeah. Battle for the lead looks like it's heating up on the track map.
Yeah, it actually is. Take a look back up to
Is
the
that
top. It's
INF
HD,
and
and
HD?
it sure is. Here comes INF. He takes to the inside here for the race lead. Halfway through the sprint, HD just lets him kind of have it. Back side by side in the right, left, right. Side by side still. HD able to pounce ahead of INF on the exit of the corner. INF got a little loose off the exit. Great job by HD to hold off the hard charging INF as they enter Sector 3. INF try and close that battle, but don't look now. You got Yeti in 3rd place looking right ahead of him. If these two were to make contact, Yeti is a sitting duck. trying to close in. He's hoping the top two will start battling a little bit more, so that way he can try to close the gap.
Alex, I do want to add some input, especially because I'm always in the booth. Being in the car, it just feels like the car drives faster with no wing. It's kind of weird. I'm missing half of my wing, and the car feels way faster. I don't know if it's a weight thing or a setup thing.
Well, and like I was kind of shocked we see contact between Clater and William. But yeah, Elris, I think honestly I would assume that it's a weight thing. With the front wing taking off, I mean, yeah, you are taking off some aero, but it does kind of take off that weight, which frees the car up. Like, SP would be the doctor that knows it all. So, SP, wait, what was that do to your car? I mean, is that a good thing, really? If you're making pace with it, with no front wing?
Yeah, if you lose that front wing, you just start just in general a lot faster. So Luke not having that front wing, it's gonna help him produce a little more speed on the straight line. He's gonna struggle in the corners a little bit, but the car should be really good.
Well, and honestly, what better track to not have part of your front wing saying you'll be faster? You may not be good in corners, but look at the track. There's not that many corners. There's a lot more straightaways and speed, so he has the upper hand. We see Deport has the first penalty of the day. Back there battling.
We have not seen any safety car.
Contact for P4. William and Clade are still battling.
This is an ongoing battle. Coming to 2 to go. Oh, they just crossed the line for 3 to go.
Coming to
If
3
a
to
safety
go.
car were to happen, it would have to happen soon, here in the next couple of laps.
William and Clater are not done yet. I feel like these two guys are going to get into each other at some point.
Yeah, these two have been constantly battling for like the last almost, I want to say 4 laps, just about, maybe 5. Clater playing very hard defense. Meanwhile, William is just sitting patiently, waiting for the right move, the right time.
William gonna peek there. He's looking.
Back up to the top. INF is still within striking distance of HD. HD trying to hold off for his first sprint win this season. Back here to 5th place, back to William. What a great battle. All race long by all these drivers. Very clean racing, I will say. Such a easier track, I will say. We just came off of a few hard tracks, but this is one of the easier ones, I'd have to say.
Austria and Hungary, pretty hard, yep. Being sarcastic. Hungary was pretty challenging. Austria wasn't too bad, and I forgot where we were at the week before. William got past Clater. Spain.
Spain, yep.
We've been through all sorts of stuff. Clater got William past him. I don't think Clater's done though with him.
And that's important because with INF in 2nd, Clater, if he finishes in 4th, I think they would be tied for the championship lead.
Yeah, so it is crucial for Clater to get ahead of William.
And speaking of getting ahead, he is bum drafting him.
About to say, he is on him. As close as you could be without getting damage in these cars.
These guys have not picked up a penalty yet. Later going to his outside.
There are 2 to go now.
That battle for the lead too, heating up.
Yeah, 2 great battles. Side by side now for the lead.
Oh, somebody
HD.
spun around. Whoever's in last.
That would be Toby.
He spun around. He didn't wreck. No safety car.
And SP with a time penalty.
Looked like maybe he got pushed off or went off to avoid hitting somebody.
And Go Dog with a corner cutting penalty. Right here at the very
I
end.
went off to avoid.
And Toby gets a penalty. Spinning in the pit lane.
I had to get off because Plater and William checked
And
up really
HD.
early, so I just went off track.
HD with a time penalty. He went outside to try take the lead off a corner exit and got a time penalty. So now this battle is all INFs. And
oh, hi,
LRS with a
Luke.
3-second time penalty. What is going on?
Thank you, Luke. I can finish 6th now. Appreciate it. Oh, now Heathen a
Heathen.
penalty.
Half the field with a penalty of some sort at 2 to go. Now we're at the white
Recipe, let's have
flag.
fun.
All right.
The battle.
Say-
Just
I
not
have-
wreck each other.
I'm just saying, I got something to race for. You don't.
So
I know.
Yeti. Clater's still battling against William. This is more of the battle right here.
All right, let's go.
HD does have a
Yeah,
lead,
Clater.
but he's got that time penalty against him. So INF still holding on to the lead. And Yeti might be able to close in and steal second away from HD. But still, Clater has got to get Jesus.
God.
Go Dogs with another time penalty. 10-second time penalty for corner cutting now for Go Dogs.
SP would have actually just killed himself if I didn't slam on the brakes. But yeah, that battle between Clater and William gonna be important.
Yeah, with HD getting the penalty, that did not help the case at all. Because now, at worst, Clater could
my
finish
God.
4th if he gets past William here. And INF would still be 1 point up.
Oh.
Clater to the outside of William. Ova with a time penalty. And coming to the line, it is going to be William getting 4th. What a race between those two.
Oh no! Oh god!
And SP's around.
Luke dumped me. That's a penalty.
What a sprint by these guys.
INF wins the sprint. Wow.
So what a sprint. What a sprint. That was awesome. INF and HD having such a great battle. Came to an end with 2 to go whenever HD overshot the exit and got a corner cutting penalty.
Two easy points.
Two easy points. Give me that.
And now it comes down to the feature event where we have rain.
I don't even know if we're gonna have rain. Maybe it's a glitch.
It did say, it just said it's gonna rain, but immediately, it literally said plus 0 minutes after, it's gonna be sunny.
Mm.
So what I'm thinking is the traffic is gonna be damp. It's gonna be wet, but there's no rain, and I feel like in about 1 or 2 laps, the track will be good to go.
So the question is, do you start on wet tires and get an advantage and then pit, or start on softs?
I'd start on wets if it's slick enough, and then run about a lap or 2 on wets, and take your softs. I think that's the biggest strategy right there. You could just try to run the wet or the softs. Wouldn't be a bad choice. These cars tend to be loose and they already don't break. So, I mean, wouldn't be the worst idea to do. HD, after leading every single lap and still finishes second. Like, he led to the checkered flag. He crossed the line first. Checkered flag. Still gets penalty.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the high-tech machine of HD. Or high-tech of...
This will be fun. Let's do picks quickly. We only have a couple of seconds.
I'm going to check on F.
There's rain. I got... You know, in the rain, I'm thinking
Oh, God, it is
HD.
raining. Oh, wow. It's going to rain for a while.
Yeah, that was glitched. It's going to rain almost to the end of the race. It's going to rain till about lap 11.
About
Lap
2/3 of
10.
the way.
It's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with HD for the race to win.
Ooh, well.
SP after the rain race.
Alright, so guys, we haven't had a true rain race, have we, this year? We've seen it rain and then it quickly fades off. I think this is going to be
Well,
like...
this is going to be similar to that.
Well, but I think this is the longest that we'll probably have rain on the track, though, isn't it?
I believe
Yeah, well,
you're
we're under
right.
5 seconds. So good luck,
Here we
everybody.
go.
Take it away, Alex.
Yeah, so here we go for the feature event. We are here, lights on, and lights out, and away we go from the Italian GP. Clater and Williams side by side. They lead us into turn 1 for the first time under the wet conditions. Everybody sliding. And penalties
Luke
all
just
galore.
Sucker punched everyone.
How did I get an illegal overtake on INF?
Oh, they're wrecking in the back.
William and Clater with a corner cutting penalty, as you saw off the start. William, Clater top 2 right now would be the lead to Yeti. Overshot the braking zone.
Car locked up right there. I'm going to go off, try and not
Yep.
come back on in front of anyone.
Lot bound back here between 6th and 7th, between SP, LRS, and Days here.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of their way in a second. I don't want to hold these people up.
Yeah, LRS actually making a first time in these cars and under the wet conditions. Very different, very crucial for him.
The car is horrible in the rain right now. I know SP doesn't feel the same, but the car just sucks.
Yeah, what a race. And what a race is going to be. I mean, almost the entire race is going to be under this wet weather.
Yeah, who knows if it'll dry?
Yeah, that's a question. Will it dry enough for these guys to have to get the tires out and not be able to finish under the wet weather tires? Or will the wet weather tires be able to hold up if it stops raining in just enough time for the finish of this race? That remains to be seen. Let's see, one guy off pace right there. That is, I believe, Days or INF. Deport with a 5-second corner cutting penalty.
Watch out, you got Heathen behind you.
Yeah, he scared me in turn 1. Oh my god, SP, are you alright?
No, I'm a little drunk right now. I'll be alright in a second. 5-second penalty for deport.
Mm-hmm.
The bro run over a fucking stroller.
He hit that mannequin like McLaughlin did.
That's what he hit.
I am not going to count out a safety car. You can barely see. It's raining actually really hard. And in the prediction, it said light rain, so. Contact between Days and HD.
Yeah, good battle right here between Luke and HD and Days. Luke just being like, you know, I'm not going to try a battle. Y'all can have at it.
Hey, I'm all for somebody making a mistake and I capitalize, but I don't want to be the one that forced them into a mistake.
Fastest lap goes to INF now. Three wide?
3 wide, Alex. Yeah.
Luke was the one that took it 3 wide and
Oh!
HD off.
And SP just dumped me.
No, I did it. No, I did it. Swear I did not.
And even though he lost spots, but HD did not get a corner cutting penalty for that.
I didn't mean to dump you. You just kind of all checked up. Y'all went wide, and you came across my nose, and I couldn't do anything about it. I apologize, good sir. How far did you drop?
11th.
Oh, okay. And like I said, all three of
Yeah.
you guys went wide, and I didn't know what to do. You came across my nose again, and I was like, oh no.
LRS now has Go Dogs and Heathen in front of him. So,
Dogs, Rain
good
Merchant.
luck. It's a good little battle heating up here between third and fourth with INF and Yeti. Top 4 under a blanket, within a second of each other. That's bad news, honestly. Even though we're early in the race, that's bad news for Clater and William. Both have a 5-second penalty.
I assume that's for contact in turn 1 or corner cutting.
I believe it's corner cutting. Actually, Clater has 10 seconds. William has 5. So Clater, I don't know where the other penalty come from, but he has multiple penalties.
Ethan just missed turn 1. Got a 5-second penalty for, or 3-second for it.
Now, a good thing is that this could make for a slower paced race. You see the fastest times are only about 141, which is almost 10 seconds off pace. Actually, almost 11 seconds off pace. Top 4 still under a blanket. Technically with Yeti being the leader. If you add in time penalties.
Oh, and a crash behind me. I think Heathen and Go Dogs.
They keep going. We stay green.
They are still green. Don't see any contact. Must have been very slight. Maybe some slight
Can we go safety car free the whole weekend for the first time ever?
What?
There's always a possibility that we could. Knock on wood or forever hold your peace.
For what?
So, no safety cars all weekend long.
That almost happened, I want to say, there was a race that almost happened in. Was it No, it wasn't Austria. There was a race we had not too long ago where that happened at. I don't know what race it was.
I forget, but I want to say that I was in that race. We see a battle going on right here. Oh my god, Clater and Yeti. And INF. Yeti able to squeeze by INF and Clater. So now Yeti is up to P2, INF to P3, Clater down to P4.
Big battle back of the pack between Ovo and I think Go Dogs. Maybe Toby, actually.
And Toby with Ovo up to 13 seconds of penalties here.
That's my Ovo. Good job.
Right now, William with 5 seconds for the penalties. Clater in 4th with 10 seconds. Deport in 8th with 5 seconds. Heathen in 10th with 3. 11th is Go Dogs with 3 seconds. Ovo with 13 seconds in 12th. And Toby in 13th with 3 seconds worth of penalties.
So look, I'm hearing now weather's going to be drying up in the next 5 minutes, so...
Yeah, he said,
What do
he
you-
just told me as well, 5 to 10 minutes. So it's going to be interesting, Alex. We are going to have the rain dry up, but will the track get dry in time before the race is over to put on soft tires? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, because these wet weather tires, they do not last long. Once the track dries, those wet weather tires will fall quick. You will start slowing tremendously. And how is it, or how soon is too soon to put on those soft tires? Because we've seen drivers thinking it's just too damp, and they go ahead and put them on, and then they end up working out.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure that out because I personally think the turnover point is right when the DRS comes on, and I don't think you can do it any sooner than that.
So the question, Luke, do you have to pit if the wet weather's clears up, and you have to
I think
pit?
you will have to because you're going to have to switch compounds or you'll get disqualified.
Well, I'm willing to make a risk and stay out.
You would. Battle heating up between Yeti and INF here.
And I don't know who's in the lead, but they're pulling away.
Yeah, William out in
INF.
front.
Oh, William.
And top
Oh, someone
five.
just came in the pit. HD.
HD.
I don't know if I like that call.
I don't like that call at all.
So HD staying on wet tires.
He thinks it's not going to dry up. Deport and SP about to have a battle. I was just told by my race engineer that we're going to dry tires soon. Contact between
Ooh.
Deport and SP. Looks like SP's not enjoying this rain race. He usually does.
These cars just suck.
And Yeti down to P4 throughout all that going on. Yeti falls from P2 to P4. William out in front by 4.5 seconds over INF. But as long as INF holds within 5 seconds, INF would be the leader.
And a safety car would really change this race because everybody up there has penalties.
Yeah, they could serve a couple of those under the pit stop.
Deport pitting.
I'm just gonna run on one set of wets and just see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Days
gonna
is
do too.
in. Days coming into pit. Deport into pit. About halfway through here from Italy in what has been a rain race all throughout this feature. And Toby gets a penalty for speeding into pit road. He did that one time in the sprint.
Sorry, SP.
You're good.
On board with Yeti right now. Tracking down Clater, who is right in front of him. This battle is heating up. And Deport, 10 seconds for corner cutting.
Womp womp. Eddie's about to throw a caution, Alex. I'd keep an eye on Eddie, see if he does anything stupid. Because if he calls an intentional safety car, we're not no more cuts or no more buts, ifs, ands, or ors. He's getting a penalty or suspension.
I know.
Just keep an eye on him.
HD with
Yeah,
3-second time penalty.
How does Clater have a 10-second time penalty? Someone explain.
2 corner cutting.
Yeah.
We're not close enough though to capitalize off of it, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, he has to pit though too. Is it me or the rain stopped?
The rain is, I mean, it hasn't stopped you yet, but it's very light.
I was about to say, it looks like it has lightened up here. From the booth, it seems more of the rain stream from the tires, and the rain is no longer falling.
HD and Deeport, who pitted for new wets, they're gonna be all right on the short term, but I think we're gonna have to switch to soft compound tires. They're gonna lose all of their track position.
It doesn't help with them having time penalties now either.
Of course. SP, just want to let you know, Heathen is catching us.
He also does have 3 seconds. Did he pit or no?
No, he does
No.
not pit. He's up to P7 right now behind SP and LRS.
The spray is really bad through the middle sector, I will tell you that. It's not raining anymore, but the middle sector is much wetter than the rest of the track.
Interesting. That could become a roll if we get enough dryness on the track to switch over to that soft compound. We're down to 5 to go, though.
Do I pit here, Luke?
No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't think it's time still.
Okay. I'll pit next time, Bob. Then.
And make
Yeah,
sure you
for
switch
watching the
in your.
stream, I'm pitting.
I was gonna say, make sure you switch in your HUD to new soft so it doesn't switch you on the wets.
Yeah, I'm putting softs on this time. I'm coming in.
Really?
Interesting move by SP here.
I'm seeing a dry
they're-
line starting to form.
I am seeing it too. I just don't think it's time yet. I think maybe one more lap.
Bump draft.
Yeah, you see it. We're on board with Yeti right now. You can see a dry line starting to form. It is still very wet, very damp out there. But Yeti on the
I
back
just
bumper
gotta-
of Clater.
DRS turns on right after all of them pit, or right after they go through pit. That way, then I can be like, okay, boom, money, stop.
Yeti going underneath Clater for the 3rd position. Battle's on. And Clater up the track. Takes over Yeti for the 3rd spot.
You're pitting SP.
The top guys remain out. A big gap from top 4 to 5th. You got SP 23 seconds, 23 and a half, almost 24 seconds back as he comes into pit road. And then you have the top 4 only 8 seconds back, or 7.5 from William. So a huge gap from top 4 to from 5th to 4 or 5th to 1st. And we see the mediums going on for SP.
HD is consistently setting the fastest laps of the race. Now, I think he's on wet tires,
He is.
but he's consistently setting the fastest laps.
He is on 4 laps of wet tires. SP
Oh, crash.
goes with the medium tires, though, and not even softs.
There's a crash.
Here comes Days. Days
I have
comes
a
out on
flat left rear
softs.
tire.
you actually?
Yeah. I actually have a flat left rear tire.
Ovo, corner cutting. That's the reason for the caution.
Oh,
Heathen.
Heathen has crashed.
Virtual safety car. Heathen. I don't know what happened
Just
to
a
him.
virtual though. Safety car.
And everybody hitting pit road.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The top 4 are on pit road.
Well, I put on mediums.
With coming
What do?
to 3 to go. And HD is probably gonna stay out if I'm willing to bet.
No, I don't think
He's
so. I
on
think he
wet,
can.
so I don't know.
All right,
I have
so
a flat tire. I'm just letting
so
these drivers go
William-
through.
William and INF go on softs. Yeti stays on wets. Clater stays on wets. So the
I don't know,
top
I feel
4
like
split
wets
it.
might be the way to go.
This is coming down to a strategy call. HD not able. HD does come in. HD down in the pit road. This will be his second stop of the day. And HD going to softs. Here comes Ovo into the pit road. He is going to softs. Luke, or sorry, SP on mediums. He's up to P5 now. And this is a very interesting setup here.
All thanks to Heathen. The field
Yeah.
has flipped. And now with all these penalties, people are not going to finish where they thought they were.
No, they're not. Clater with a penalty, with 10 seconds of penalties. HD with, I believe, 5.
Who is Maverick?
Oh, that's Master Mike. Alright, so I'm looking at the top 5 here, SP, and I mean, you're the one guy in this entire field on mediums, sitting in P5. But this top 5 is completely shook. You have William in first with softs, Yeti in second on wets, INF third on softs, Clater with a 10-second time penalty on wets in fourth. You're going to be sitting in fifth, actually now fourth. SP, you might just gain up to P3 now. Yeti and Clater are both in the pit road.
Yeah, they're going to switch off of those wets.
Yep.
It's
Yeti to
becoming a dry
softs.
track.
Clater and Yeti both the softs. SP, you're now up to P3.
SP with a goated strategy call.
And
Worked out perfectly for him.
we're still under the virtual safety car too, and we're coming around almost 2 to go.
Full course safety car, not even virtual.
Oh, is it full course? It still says virtual.
Yeah, it is. No, it's a folk safety car. They're gonna try and wait for everybody to catch the field or to catch
Yep.
the safety car.
Safety car is in the middle of sector 2 right now. I don't know why it wants to pull up a virtual safety car when it's a full course then.
It'll wait one more lap if it has to. I think there's so many people that have not caught up.
Race
Coming
safety
in.
car is in this lap. Becoming green with 2 to go, guys. 2 to go. This race has been so awesome. I didn't even turn on the caution flag for the caution, but oh well. Viewers get it. Been a great race so far. And now with this caution, it has completely flipped the field upside down with Heathen DNFing, wondering if he had to step away and his wife took over again. So we'll wait to see what the call is there. And Go Dogs with a corner cutting penalty under the safety car. All right, field is pace car's in. Green flag back in the air. 2 to go. Track is still somewhat damp though. That's the only concern. You have to be in that dry line. William got a nice start here.
Track is completely dry.
Yeti and SP duking it back and forth for the third position. SP on 3 lap of medium tires. Everybody else on fresh softs. Yeti is on 1 lap of softs versus INF and William, who are on 2 lap of soft. Good thing is the top 4, well, was without penalties. HD in 4th with a time penalty. Come around for the white flag. 1 lap to go here. From Italy, INF is there. INF gives William a tap. Side by side for the race lead.
Big wreck.
Big wreck back behind him. The race is on.
SP and Yeti. I think it was
Teammates.
SP and Yeti who came together.
That's
That'll
a
be
teammate.
talked about.
The race is on for the win here. INF Purple Sector 1. What does INF have left in store for the high-tech machine, or sorry, of William? This high-tech machine of INF trying to make a move, trying to look.
Yeah, my boss called. I had to answer that. I was trying to answer it. I look down, I look up, and there's HD.
INF
Well,
looking.
the win.
INF to the outside. INF drag race to the line.
It was William.
And William gets it done.
I think I'm gonna get 4th.
What a
I got
drag
4th.
race. So close for INF. What a battle. What a win by William. What a battle by INF to hold strong on the outside. Yeti, after a collision, ends up P3 for the last place of the podium. And LRS coming home in his first start in F2 with the treacherous conditions that we had, comes home P4.
What a race.
The finish was by 5/100ths of a second. What a race, what a win. And we're going to go grab these top 3 drivers and be right back with y'all from UTR Live. Stick around for post-race interviews coming your way. As you see William and the top 3 celebrating up on the podium.
What a race. And
All right, guys, and we are back live here from the UTR studios. What a race we saw by the side-by-side finish by William and INF. Side-by-side, William winning it by 52 hundredths of a second over INF after a great race in the rain. So with that, we're going to send it off to Luke, who is down in victory lane with William.
Yeah, man, I'm down here with William. William, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, I got
Mhm.
you. It was a really, really fun race going from wet to dry, and then we had that safety car, which happened right in the middle of the transition. So many different strategies, so many penalties, and you and INF finished side by side. Really fun race. Just take me through how you got to that point.
Well, basically, at the turn one, there was nothing I could do. Like me and Doctor, I'm sorry, we're not be able to make it to the corner. Like we break way too late, and basically the rain basically became my new friend in this one, and yeah, I was praying until the dry comes out because my tires basically goes pop. But yeah, the VSC or safety car came out, basically saved my race, and I risked it to go to soft tires so that I could make it, and then the track was still damp, and basically I tried to weave the tire temps because it was stone cold, and it's gonna be tricky by the final laps, and INF basically still pressuring me throughout the whole last two laps of the race, and basically I was defending it with everything, defending like a lion to try and win that race, and and the and the finish line, basically I had the inside covered so that he couldn't get me on the outside. So yeah, I barely hang. We both got very good exits in the final corner, and yeah, I barely edged him out on the win. So that's a pretty good stuff at the photo finish by 0.052 thousandths of a second.
Yeah, well, that was a great race for you, and it was really fun. I thought maybe when INF was going around the outside, he had a shot at it. He did. Thought he might have had it won, but congratulations, you won the feature race. I think that might be your first ever feature win. So here's to many more.
That's two actually.
Yeah, second.
That's your second.
He won last week,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, two in a row. Yeah, so congratulations. All right,
Um,
Alex down there with second place.
Yeah, man, I'm down here next to Heathen, or not Heathen, sorry. Oh my God, INF.
Did you say? Okay.
Wow.
Hold on.
Okay.
Time out. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really? Is this really
Um,
what we're doing?
That really just came out of my mouth.
That hurt me. No,
I'm,
I'm hurt.
wow. I'm going to go replenish myself. Down here with INF, after a wild finish by yourself, great racing from you all race long, and we saw you bounce back kind of mid-pack and having to do some work and throughout the feature. But when it counted most, what did you have to, or what was going through your head when that caution came out?
I thought, wow, this is going to be a really hectic final 2 laps. And it was behind me, as well as for the fight for the win. In my head, the track was still a little damp, like William said. So I was like, there's a little risk that, this could end up horribly, and we're all gonna like slide off going into turn 1. But thankfully, the track dried up right as we went green, so we had like braceable surface for the soft tires on those final few laps. And I mean, I tried everything I could. Turn 2 and turn 1 had been like really my weakest points all night, and William was able to execute and exploit that all day. But everywhere else on the track, I felt like, and especially in the sprint, I think I had a really like probably the fastest car in the dry, and I think it could have been like a lot closer if this race were fully in the dry, then maybe it could have gone differently. But that's just the nature of the beast. In the rain portions, like especially in the beginning, my game plan was kind of just to fall in line and just kind of stay put because I knew rain and how closely the top three were at the time, how close they were. I thought maybe something would happen, and don't really want to be like engaging, but yeah, just later on when I got track position, I was gaining some time, but like very slowly, and I kept losing a lot of it in 1 and 2 just because, well, in the wet, my braking points were just a lot more screwed up from following. But ultimately, good weekend. We got good results, and definitely more proud of this weekend. This is nice to come back and be have like good racing. Obviously, I know I didn't have my brights. I had some down points at some sections in the race. Sorry, Eddie. But yeah, I know. But it does feel good to come back and be like clean up my act a bit and just get good results. And we're back in the points lead and going into Belgium, feeling confident, feeling ready.
Yeah, no, and you did amazingly well. So you were talking about how you were hanging back and kind of just following in line. What was going to be your game plan? Because I know it had to go through your head at one point. Getting about halfway through, it's still raining. We're not quite sure how the track is going to dry up, how quickly is it going to dry up, and you're also still in line, and we have yet to have a safety car up to the point. So was there any thoughts about what the strategy was going to be going into the last half if there hadn't been a safety car?
Yeah, the main idea in my head was that the track, when we were coming to pit or around when we had to pit, it wasn't raining, but it was still damp. So I knew that, and everyone else around us in the top four, we were all staying out because, like, okay, when is it gonna dry? Hoping it's gonna dry because come the time lap 11 came, when we all eventually did pit and the safety car came out, all of our tires were cooked. Like we had to pit then and there. So it was like that safety car. Without that, I think my plan probably would have been to go for wets, just because, like you saw, I think the track drying process might have sped up a little bit for as far as the lap wise, because we're under safety car. It allowed more time to pass and more time for the track to dry. But without that, I think that it probably would have stayed probably more damp until I really would have been able to hold on and would have been fine. So I think maybe wet tires, if there wasn't any safety car, just because it would have been too damp and the softs would just have been, the softs wouldn't have had any grip on the track.
Yeah, no, and that was really the key factor was if there was no safety car, when do you switch and what do you switch to? 'Cause we saw HD switch to the wets early in the race, and then we saw SP go to mediums whenever the track was still very damp. So, what a strategy move by you, and what a way to get it done when time mattered most. So, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what you can do at Belgium next week.
And thank you. Oh, and I think it would be key to note that the reason we did have that, or who caused the safety car? Well, not caused it, but like like the reason why we had a safety car.
No, I just know it was Heathen.
It was Heathen.
Yeah, it was Heathen. You know why Heathen wrecked?
Was it his wife again?
Lewis tire.
Oh,
Lewis tire. That just goes to show, like, everyone's tires were that cooked. So the reason why we had a safety car was because someone's tire could not make it one more lap and just blew, and he lost control.
interesting.
Yeah.
So something that could have been for a lot of other guys if no caution had come out. So really interesting. Thank you for the input greatly. We actually did not see what happened, so glad you're able to intel us. All right, so that's going to send it back down to pit road alongside with third place finisher of Yeti, where Luke is standing by.
Yeah, I'm here with Yeti. You finished P3. Keep that streak going for Carlin. Pretty good race for you. You probably could have won it. It could have been up there with you and William. But it was just a whole jumbled up race, especially towards the end with the safety car. How are you feeling about third place, and do you think you could have been any better?
I'm disappointed, but I'm not at the same time. Finished third, which is fantastic, of course. But I had a winning car, that's for sure. Definitely could have won. I feel like if I went about things differently, especially in that first pit stop when the safety car came out, I should have hopped on sauce. I didn't identify that the rain had fully stopped. I just kind of was looking to get a jump in pit road. Had to make a second stop, came out sixth, and luckily was able to jump up 3 places and get the third. I could have maybe been in a better spot before the caution came out. Me and INF talked about it before we went back up on air, and there was a turn. He kind of got caught in the standing water, ran into me, and then I got part of my wing taken off. But that's just part of the incidents with rain. So I mean, he identified it. He apologized about it. It's all good. I mean, hey, we kept the streak alive though, so continuous podiums across the board yet again. Consistency is key, especially in a championship this close. So, hey, just stay in it. That's all I can say. I'm making moves as I can. So, good weekend. Got the fastest lap, especially at the end, which was huge. So 2 extra points for us, and then on to Spa and see how that works out. But just enjoying what I got right now, and then go from there. Honestly.
Yeah, well, congratulations on third place. We head to Spa next week. Big track, one of the largest on the schedule. I think actually the largest. How are you going to approach that, especially with that's a very complicated track.
Honestly, we'll see. Spa isn't my worst track, but it's not my strong suit. So it's really going to be a track that will test me on every facet that I've worked on up to this point. And really just seeing how good I can manage everything that's going on during a race. So if I do well, I do well. If I don't, I just want to at least finish in the points, top 5. That's where I expect myself to finish every weekend, and then build from there.
Hey man, well, congratulations, and here's to many more.
Yep, absolutely. You'll see me again.
Yep.
Trust.
Oh, for sure. And before I hand off to Alex, I do want to give a little apology to INF on the feature start. SP said I plowed into turn 1. I got plowed into turn 1 and hit INF, even though it didn't really do much, but still, apologies.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
but
something.
Alex,
Congratulations to you, by the way.
Is it done?
How about that?
Is the interview
finished
done?
P4. We still got a
The
little bit, William.
commentator over here putting up a P4 his first run in a year is insane.
Yeah, congratulations to LRS for getting that P4 on his first race with us under the wet weather conditions that he had to encounter. So,
That's
congratulations to
impressive.
him. Very well
Also,
done.
And no penalties, by the way.
Yeah, none by
yeah,
him.
like, pat yourself on the
Well,
back for that.
That's
one.
awesome.
That's a
So,
good one.
I had a
But that-
5-second time penalty, but since I was within 5 seconds, I knew I could basically get into the pits and surf the penalty so that I couldn't lose the race later.
Hey, you know damn well if that safety car don't happen, you'll get that.
Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up
Yeah,
here from the interview section so we can get off the air and let the guys have at it. So it's been a wonderful pleasure of mine to be back here in the F2 booth. Congratulations to William on his second feature win of the season, and the rest of the top here on INF second, and Yeti of his third place podium. And congratulations to LRS on his 4th place on his first time out. So it's been my pleasure. It's been a pleasure being up here in the booth next to LRS and SP. And we will see y'all back tomorrow night for UTR Live for the Truck Series, live from Darlington in the first race of the round of 6. They race for the playoffs, and then we'll be back for the Cup Series on Wednesday night at Atlanta, followed by the Xfinity Series on Thursday night at Sonoma. So be sure to tune in for the rest of UTR Live for the rest of this week, and we'll be back with y'all. So thank you, and have a safe and wonderful night.